Students, in this video we'll discuss top multiple choice questions on fundamental duties, part 4E, and the article is very important, article 51E. This video is divided into 3 difficulty levels. This is level 1, question number 1 to question number 10. Let's begin. First question. Fundamental duties were added to the constitution by which amendment? Very important question. Right answer, option number E, 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act, and the year is also very important, 1976. And this 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act is also known as the mini constitution. This is another important point you have to remember. 2. Fundamental duties are mentioned in which article? This article is very important. This is part 4E and the article number is article 51E. Option number B here. We are moving ahead to question number 3. Fundamental duties were inspired from which constitution? Another very important question. Right answer, erstwhile USSR. Option number C is the correct answer. Next question. 4. Which committee recommended fundamental duties? Another important question. Right answer for this question is option number C, Swaran Singh Committee. Swaran Singh Committee had recommended the fundamental duties. Option number C is the correct answer. 5. Initially, how many fundamental duties were there? Remember that at the time of inclusion, there were 10 fundamental duties. But now it is 11. Option B is the correct answer. But if it is asked that how many fundamental duties are presently available, then the number is 11, not 10. 6. Which amendment added the 11th fundamental duty? Right to education, basic education. Option number C, 86th Constitutional Amendment. It added the 11th fundamental duty. So option number C is the correct answer here. Don't get confused. It is not the 42nd one. It is the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act. 7. Which of the following is not a fundamental duty? Let's read out the options. Respect the Constitution, promote harmony, right to freedom, protect environment. Here, right to freedom is a fundamental right. That is mentioned in Article 19, but it is not at all a fundamental duty. So option C is the correct answer, right to freedom. Next question. 8. Fundamental duties are applicable to citizens, foreigners, both citizen and foreigners, government only. Right answer, it is only applicable to the citizens of India. Option A is the correct answer. Remember that fundamental duties are applicable to the citizens of India only. Next question. 9. Fundamental duties are justiciable, non-justiciable, enforceable by courts, only advisory to judiciary. Fundamental duties are not justiciable. Option B is the correct answer. They are not justiciable like the DPSPs. We already have discussed about this in DPSP video. But here we will also discuss that DPSPs are not justiciable and fundamental duties are also non-justiciable. Question 10. Which part of the Constitution contains the fundamental duties? We already know that. And it is option number C, part 4E. Part 4A talks about the fundamental duties. Option C is the correct answer, part 4E. Now we are heading on to level 2. Question number 11 to question number 20. 11. Which duty relates to promoting harmony? You have to remember the 11 duties. Right answer, option B, Article 51E. Article 51AE talks about promoting harmony. So option B is the correct answer. You have to remember this. There is no other alternative. 12. Duty to protect environment is under environment. Which article? Right answer to this question is option D, Article 51AG. 51AG talks about protection of environment. So option D is the correct answer. Next question. 13. Duty related to scientific temper is scientific temper. Right answer of this question is option A, 51AH. 51AH talks about scientific temper. So option A is the right answer here. Next question. 14. Which duty is related to safeguarding public property? Public property. Right answer option A, 51AI. Article 51AI talks about the safeguarding of public property. Option number A is the right answer. Next question. 15. Duty to provide education to children is for the age group of 6 to 14 years. Option B, very important, and this is ensured by the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act. We already know that, and it is a fundamental right under Article 21A. This article is very important, and you have to remember that it's a fundamental duty as well. Next question. 16. Which duty promotes excellence? Excellence. Option number A, 51AJ. 51AJ talks about the promotion of excellence. Option number A is the correct answer here. Now 17. Question number 17. Which duty includes renouncing practices derogatory to women? Anything that is related to women are always important from exam perspective. Right answer of this question is option B, 51AE. 51AE talks about the renouncing of any practices derogatory to women. So option B is the correct answer. 18. In which year were the fundamental duties added to the Constitution? You have to remember that in 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act, these fundamental duties were included in our Constitution, and the year was option B, 1976. 1976. The 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act came into force in the year 1976, and it was recommended by Swaran Singh Committee. Next question. 19. Which of the following is a moral obligation? Moral obligation. Fundamental duties are moral obligation. Option C is the correct answer. Remember that fundamental duties are present among the options. DPSPs, legal rights, fundamental duties, all are present among the options. But you remember that fundamental duties are nothing but moral obligations. Option C is the right answer, and they are non-justiciable in nature. Next question. 20. Which of the following is not a fundamental duty? To respect the national flag. It comes among the duties. To promote harmony and brotherhood. It's also a fundamental duty. To vote in public elections. To safeguard public property. Here, look at the question carefully and the options as well. To vote in public elections. Voting in election is a legal right. It's not a fundamental duty. So option C is the right answer. Yes, it is the right answer. Option C, to vote in public elections. Remember that it's a legal right. It's not a fundamental right. It's not a fundamental duty. It's a legal right. So option number C is the correct answer here. Now we are heading towards level 3, 21 to 30. Let's see the questions. Question number 21. Which of the following duties was not part of the original 42nd Amendment list? Right answer of this question is option C, provide education. Provide educational opportunities to children in the age group of 6 to 14 years. This is a fundamental duties that was not part of 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay, so that answer option number C. And it was implemented while the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act. This is another point you have to remember, and we already have discussed about this. Next question, 22. Fundamental duties can be enforced by. We know that fundamental duties are not enforceable, but if Parliament thinks it can be implemented or enforced. So option C is the right answer. It can be implemented by the Parliament through laws. Option C is the correct answer. 23. Which case emphasized importance of fundamental duties? Right answer to this question is option B, Minerva Mills. In Minerva Mills case, it was emphasized that fundamental duties are very much essential. Option B is the right answer here. 24. Which duty is directly linked to the unity and integrity? Option A is the correct answer. 51AC. 51AC is directly linked to the unity and the integrity, or you can say the sovereignty of the nation. Next question, 25. The Verma Committee 1999 is related to which of the following? Fundamental rights, implementation of fundamental duties, Panchayati Raj, center-state relationship. Verma Committee 1999. Right answer to this question is option B, implementation of fundamental duties. The Verma Committee was appointed in the year 1999. This year is also important. Next question, 26. Which of the following describes the fundamental duties? Civic duties only, moral duties only, both civic and moral duties, legal duties only. Right answer of this question is option number C, both civic and moral duties. Fundamental duties also include both civic and moral duties. So right answer is option number C. Next question, 27. Which of the following is correct? Duties are legally enforceable. Duties are moral obligations. We already know that these are moral obligations. So option B is the right answer. Fundamental duties are nothing but moral obligations. Option B is the correct answer. Next question, 28. The Swaran Committee suggested that non-compliance with duties should be, remember that, when the committee recommended the fundamental duties, they decided, right answer shall be punishable by law. Swaran Committee recommended that fundamental duties need to be punishable by law, failing to which must be punishable. But it was not implemented. These are not enforceable by law. Next question, 29. Which duty is most relevant to national symbols? Right answer, option E, 51A. Article 51A talks about the national symbols. Option A is the correct answer. Next question, 30. The concept of fundamental duties reflect collectivism. Option B is the correct answer. Fundamental duties, the concept of fundamental duties reflect the collectivism. It not talks about I, it talks about we. So right answer here is option number B, collectivism. Students, here comes the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed the session. If you have enjoyed the session, please do like the video, share the video with your friends, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe.